What about the conquest of the aerial space in the Rhodesian operational areas by ZIPRA? Icona manga, part of it is history civil, heroic deeds of ZIPRA is what ZANU PF is very uncomfortable now. That is why in our says calling, they will not teach that history. And that takes away your pride. They will not teach it. I'm a teacher, I taught students, but the content of the liberation struggle by ZANU was deliberately omitted. And you get told lies. Now, Bantu are so primitive. In ZANU, they are so primitive. When somebody believes that oil can come from a mountain, it's primitive. But somebody, 15 years later, he's still as primitive as you was then. Umuntu primitive steals from the state. So that Abantu to beg. They divide, they kill people. They loot. They are primitive. They don't understand that what you are destroying now is what you will need tomorrow. So if you understand that ZANU and its leadership are a primitive group of people, and nothing can be done to rescue them from that primitivity. They are simply primitive by nature. They will remain so until we watch over the Gukurahundi. This is what will end the primitiveness. When they get arrested. Now you are saying the lineup, Yabantu ZANU responsible for the crimes in Matebeleland, starting with Umkabe. So don't worry about the way they've been changing power. That's the culture of ZANU PF. About how power is transferred from one hand to another. What you should worry about is that the same people who are responsible for Gukurahundi are actually handing over power from Mugabe to Mnangagwa to parents. It's clear, to Chiwenga and what have you. So what are the prospects of you ever witnessing a resolution of this case? They are clear about what they are doing. So, as it teleni lapana, any one of them, let's not be misled. Let's not allow one to university corner. I lo muchalo utena into a Gukurahundi is water under the bridge. Limchalo uganina. You slaughter people, you turn around and say, water under the bridge. Mubanote water under the bridge. Umucho njalo wenambulali wena. Omunyu dagwe siyalu nathi mbamba. Yagibo. Ekgcwele impukane. Uthi khona noise. It was a moment of madness. And then we, our people, the victims, turn around and say, "Ay, so kwadlula libaqoleleni kuphele sihlale kuhle sicontinue nelokuzeni." But if it needs be ukuthi abantu bakithi laba abathengisayo, you actually supping with ZANU, we have to deal with them. We must deal with them. Ngoba that's the second hurdle. After sesizisolile, after we have introspected, sesivuma ukuthi enye hurdle esihlupha ngabantu bakithi who are actually eating leza. They are supping with the enemy. But let's be clear with it, they cannot be within the echelons, our rankings, our movement that's demanding justice. They will not. They will work to defeat us. But because they're working to defeat us, let's describe them as an enemy of the people of Matebeleland. And do what to them what should be done to enemies of the people of Matebeleland. So that bafundi bayekela ukuthengisa bakhawule. Nazathi sikhula tilobwa nenongwene khamkwi. Usongopama no, usongopama. Haya ntopama hayi. Much about my intentions, my convictions about liberating Zimbabwe, but I did not get what I had fought for. And I'm part of this group as ZIPRA. We did not. Let's accept it, we did not. And I think it's an important step that we are saying instanceless organizers, the 1893 must be clear with the history of liberation, right up to independence. Thereafter, whether the strategy was wrong, let's not waste our time, vilifying those who actually were eventually forced to go to ZANU. But that does not resolve the problem.